We've seen a roller coaster in rates since the Russian invasion of Ukraine, but they are definitely back on the rise now again as the Fed plays a bigger role in their future. The average on the 30-year fixed is now at 4.29%. That's a full percentage point higher than it was 1 year ago, and that's according to Mortgage News Daily. This after falling to 3.9% when the invasion began. That was sending investors to the relative safety of the bond market. Now, mortgage rates follow loosely the yield on the 10-year Treasury, but they're also influenced by the Fed's purchases of mortgage-backed bonds, which it has done heavily since the start of the pandemic to keep rates low. Now it's pulling out, so rates will rise even more. And that's hit the home builders, with the iShares Home Construction ETF down about 22% year to date. It's also hitting home buyers right at the start of the all-important spring market. That is, for an average $400,000 home, the monthly payment is now about $200 more than it was just a year ago. And buyers are facing the tightest, priciest market in history. National list prices, which hit a new all-time high in January, are still rising at a double-digit annual pace. 8% of homes are now valued at $1 million. That's according to Redfin. And that's up from just 4.8% 2 years ago. Tyler?
There are a lot of ways. Obviously, the higher rates have started to funnel through. You say $200 more a month for the average house. I think people buy the payment, not the rate, as much as anything. But let me ask you this question. How long will it take before higher rates might begin to affect pricing?
Well, historically, it's about 6 months. That's what you see. If you see sales start to slow down because of that pricing, 6 months later, you start to see the prices pull back. So that's the gap. But there's a wild card here today, and that is this extremely low supply. So even if you have higher rates, if the demand is still there and you're still getting bidding wars, even with those higher interest rates, then you're not going to see much of that pressure pull off prices. The expectation is they'll cool sometime midsummer. That's the expectation.